So Hasan Piker is still making news in the fallout of the whole dog collar shocking thing. This was released, and we originally thought it was because of decisions made at the top level. Of course, we're finding out now that that's not the case. So he was originally supposed to. I don't know if they actually released it or not, but he was a guest on the Sweet and Sour podcast, which is Pokimane and Lily Pichu. I don't really watch it. I mean, I know who they are. I just don't follow that podcast. However, this was released to their Twitter, whatever. I don't know. Hey, Taste Buds, this was a tough one to write, but we want to give you all a heads up that we're unfortunately going to be missing our first scheduled Saturday video tomorrow. We've been watching the recent drama unfold regarding the Hasan dog shock collar thing concerning our guests, and it's been getting intense. We had a serious talk as a crew, and we all agreed that it did not feel right uploading tomorrow's episode at this moment in time. Our community is our favorite thing, and the reason we do this is to create a space that is comfy as always and a true escape. We do not want to impact cozy atmosphere that we've all built together. Thanks as always for supporting our vision. Positive place to hang out. See you all next week, Sweet and Sour staff. Now, most people would assume that this decision was made at top levels, but there's a few key things here. It was figured out not long after that this decision was made without Pokimane or Lily's involvement, and it was just the staff that decided to do it. There was a thing, I had it, now I lost it, but there was oh, maybe it's here. Maybe that's why I couldn't find it. Yeah, here we go. There's a tweet from Pokimane that says, the episode was supposed to air as usual, but our staff refused to upload it out of fear it caused drama and also posted this statement without my approval. Sorry, guys. We'll talk about everything. Yeah, because this is what's like the most important. We'll talk about everything on this week's episode and go on a hiatus afterwards to restructure, which essentially means that they're going to fire the staff. Now, obviously, we don't know, specifics on any of this stuff yet, but the gist of it is that, or for what it sounds like, is that the staff of Sweet and Sour, not Pokimane, not anybody else, decided not to release the episode, which is, funny to a certain degree, but what I find hilarious is that, like, the top level people don't have an idea of what's going on their own, like, podcast. I get they're busy, blah blah blah, whatever, but like, did their staff not convey these issues and like were just like, oh, this is stupid, and then decided, or did they convey these problems to Pokimane and Lily, like, yo, man, we don't think you should post this. Probably not a good idea, especially right now. And they were like, no, do what we tell you because you're our staff. And they decided not to. But lie to them? Like, I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. However, I will say, it is weird. I've been told that Pokimane and Hasan are friends. I've seen some of their, intermingling content. I don't really follow any of that stuff. However, our community is our favorite thing, and the reason we do this is to create a space that is comfy and, as always, is a true escape. Hasan Piker, whether or not even prior to the dog stuff, does not, to me, seem to align with that value. First of all, Hasan is incredibly topical, right? So it's not an escape. It's the exact opposite. So why have him on at all, unless you're just having your friends on doing whatever you want. Now, more importantly, like, this was the drawing line for the staff, right? Because I get you don't like Hasan, you don't like what he stands for, you don't blah, 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 whatever, right? So they were with him up until that point, and then they found out about this dog shock thing, and the staff specifically were like, no, we don't think it's cool to release it. And also, more importantly, like, the episode's likely going to get released anyway, right? Like, that's the stand they took. Like, it's cool that it's admirable that you want to take a stand, but like just not releasing an episode of a show that's not your show anyway kind of doesn't make sense to me. But I don't know. It's still crazy. Apparently, people are not happy with Pokimane. Some of the comments are, at this time means we're gonna wait until this all blows over. It's one big Nepo baby club. Hasan will be held accountable. Yeah, that was what kind of caught me too. Was like the staff is like, yeah, if the narrative is to be believed that the staff did this without knowledge of Pokimane and Lily, but they still decided to be like, hey, we're not going to release it at this time. Did they know that, like, hey, we're probably going to get fired and it's probably going to go out anyway, so why release it? I personally, if that was me, right, and let's say I was on their staff and I was like, I don't believe in this episode, like to a point where I was going to put my job in jeopardy, I would have done something way cooler than just not release the episode. I would have like hid stuff in the like flash stuff, like Hasan is a dog abuser. Put like superimpose an image of Hasan with a shock collar. That's just off the top of my head, right? Like it flashes real quick, so you're like, oh, I don't know if I saw it. That would have been way funnier. Not funny, but like more impactful, I think, personally. But, that's just me. We're going to see where this unfolds. Obviously there's still more to come with this stuff, so we'll see where this goes. But I think the whole thing is hilarious.